Friday is fast approaching and the PlayStation Store's PS4 Black Friday sale is now live. The sale comes in 3 waves, with the first one going live November 22nd. The second wave comes November 24th. And the final wave will come on Black Friday, November 29th. Some of the deals you can score in the sale are Battlefield 5, Borderlands 3, Code Vein, The Last of Us Remastered, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and a lot more. Undead Love zombie survival game State of Decay 2 has been announced for Steam, and the studio revealed that it will support cross-play. The cross-play feature is available for co-op for players across Steam, Windows 10, and Xbox One. An Xbox Live account is required to enjoy this feature. State of Decay 2 will be available on Steam in early 2020. IO Interactive is celebrating Hitman 2's anniversary with a new trailer. The trailer looks back at the game's past year, highlighting at the content added to the game: 8 unique sandbox occasions, 7 elusive targets, ghost mode, 30+ escalation contracts, 14 challenge packs, 1 homing briefcase, 3 sniper assassin maps, 4 special assignment missions, 4 content packs, and 80+ featured contracts. Over at IO's website, the company announced huge content drops for November. Indie platformer Gris is heading to the PlayStation 4 this month. The game will be available starting November 26th. Nomada Studios said in their announcement that they took their time to perfect the game because they wanted to deliver to you the absolute best version of Gris possible. Work on the PS4 version included updating each of its scenarios, revamping over 5,000 unique assets, and includes some quality of life improvements, plus a PlayStation exclusive secret homage to one of their favorite games, and an inspiration for Gris. Diablo 3's 19th season has kicked off November 22nd, and it brings a new seasonal buff, cosmetic rewards, and more. The new seasonal buff is called Pandemonium, and it centers around getting multi-skills. This buff also features ranged attacks that spawn at a given number of kills, such as exploding chickens that chase down enemy demons at 15 kills, and even treasure chests that fall down from the sky at 200 kills. Season 19 also adds cosmetics rewards like Demonic Horse and Snowy Profile Frame, and the new Velo Portrait Frame and the Angelic Treasure Goblin Pet.
Peggy 12.
Harebrained Schemes and Paradox Interactive have rolled out BattleTech's the final expansion, Heavy Metal. This expansion introduces 8 new mechs, which includes one that's brand new to the franchise. Heavy Metal also includes 8 new weapon systems, as well as a new Flashpoint mini campaign. This update also has official mode support. You may check out the full details on this expansion on the game's Steam page. Behavior Digital has announced the development on DeathGarden. Bloodharvest has stopped and the game is now free to play. Behavior said they will be keeping servers online at least until the end of the year as long as matchmaking is viable. The game is now free, including its soundtrack and lore book. In-game cosmetic prices have also been slashed to 1 blood apiece. Its Terminator DLC will remain at regular price in accordance to its licensing deal. Epic Games is also having a Black Friday sale ahead of Black Friday. Epic Sale offers up to 75% off on some titles with deals for major releases such as Red Dead Redemption 2, The Outer Worlds, Borderlands 3, and more. Other titles on sale include Ancestors, The Humankind Odyssey, Metro Exodus, Beyond Two Souls, WRC8, and more. This sale will run until December 2nd, so you might want to mark it on your calendars. Ragnarok Bravo Classic Online will be receiving its most awaited update ever on November 27th. This update brings a massive PvP content for guilds the Cold Wars of Imperium, as well as a new character class, Supernovais. Wars of Imperium are weekly battles for castles between guilds and focuses on teamplay. It supports up to 2,500 players on one battleground. The first one kicks off in Europe on November 27th. The new Supernovais class is also added, and it is described as a special class which exploits nearly every first-class skill from more than 30 professions. Hellbound's release has been delayed to 2020, Saybot Studios announced. In order to make up for this delay, Saybot has also launched a new demo for the game which is available on Steam. The demo promises to let players have their first taste of Hellbound as they visit the unholy lands of Hell. The game was created in homage to 90s FPS classics like Doom, Quake, Duke Nukem 3D Blood, and many others. Digital Extremes has released the Warframe's Rising Tide update, which prepares the players for the Emperor expansion. This update allows the players to build their own giant battleship. The dry deck must be completed first, and players may choose to work on it alone or in a clan. Once completed, the players will be sent on a series of missions to gather parts for the real Jack battleship. The Rising Tide update also allows the players to upgrade the Lycet landing craft, also in preparation for Empyrean.
We will reconstruct an old war railjack. Top of the line. Sigma series. A home. A weapon. A chance.
Presenting today's deals, what we have for you, a great game starting with the free game, which is a charming but brutal real-time tactics roguelike Bad North. For our price drop games, what we have are the puzzle adventure Do Witness, post-apocalyptic game Metro Exodus, and the action FPS Tom Clancy's Division 2. The game with the best discount right now is Soul Calibur 6. Get to enjoy these deals by visiting our Daily Deals page on ALLKEYSHOP.com.
Urban Games is letting you create your empire in transportation with Transport of Favor 2. Get to connect towns and industries with the use of planes, ships, and trains to build up these towns into powerful cities as well as to develop your own company. There are a wide variety of vehicles and vessels to choose from in order to move your cargo or freight. There are about 200 different vehicles available. Transport Fever 2 is set to launch on December 11th. Pre-orders are now available on Steam. Civilization 6 launched on Nintendo Switch last year. The game is also available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Expansion had been made for the latter platforms, which will now only be available for the Nintendo Switch. The Civilization 6 expansion bundle will include Wars in the Fall and Gathering Storm, which adds 16 new civilizations, 18 new leaders, as well as a lot of new features added. Basically adding hundreds of hours of new gameplay. The expansion is available for $50 at the eShop. Three-D Realms in Kilopixel's newest FPS called the Wrought Iron everyone is surprised as it launched in Steam Early Access. There had been no prior announcements of the game launch on Early Access, but the game had been revealed last March. The Early Access version of the game will have the hub world, 2 levels, 5 weapons, 8 enemies, and 4 artifacts. New levels will be released in periodic intervals. Wrought Iron everyone is expected to launch by the summer of 2020. 343 Industries is planning to have a locked frame rate of 60 FPS for their game Halo Reach. According to the devs, when the game had an unlocked frame rate, a host of problems appeared. The locked frame rate had been a concern for some of the fans. Good thing though is that the devs were able to sort out the problems and will soon have support for variable frame rates. Right now, the devs are investigating as well as looking for multiple ways to further improve the keyboard input for the game. The launch dates for Don't Die Minerva for Steam Early Access and the Xbox Game Preview has been announced. Don't Die Minerva is a procedurally generated roguelite game from Savient and Decay. The game is available for $19.99 for both platforms and will launch on December 5, 2019. The developers are planning to add more content as they update the game through the early access and game preview periods. Some of the updates will be gathered from the community feedback.
First Blood.
Get to play as different animals and explore what was left from a fallen world. Go dive deep into waters, fly high, or even dig underground. Players will have a lot of choices in getting around the game Lost Ember. Lost Ember has launched and is available for PlayStation 4 and PC. It is available for €29.99. We can expect a Nintendo Switch version to be available in the future. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order has launched in just over a week, and the modders are already going crazy and changing the game's visuals. A lot of the modders had been playing with the game's reshades, FX, lightning, out-of-fit visuals, and most of all, Call's appearance. It looks like a lot of modders are not happy with how Call looks like, so some made him look like a Ben Skywalker from the expanded universe, a redhead, or even an older looking version of him. The mods can be seen in Nexus mods. Hideo Kojima has launched Death Stranding, and he has announced that his new project is a horror game. It won't be just any horror game, but as scary as a horror game there is. Hideo said that in the past, he has struggles in watching horror movies, but in order to create a great horror game, he said that he watches scary movies as it awakens his horror soul. One such movie is The Eye. It's a movie that Kojima finds so scary that he can't even look at the cover art. It's a wrap for the first Dota 2 major of the season and the Chengdu. The champions are the TNC Predator. TNC took down VC Gaming in a 3-1 in the grand final. During the final bracket, TNC also faced VC Gaming, but were defeated 2-0. But they did give their best as the game lasted 63 minutes. During the final day though, TNC proved that they are the better team, having won the first 2 games of the best out of 5 in just under 34 minutes. VC won the 3rd game and TNC won the 4th, sealed their fate. The champion of the CSGO Asia Championships 2019 is in Mousesports. The event was hosted and organized by Perfect World CSGO and PGL. Mousesports came back from almost being eliminated during their bout with NC and has become the champions of a tournament, winning the total cash prize of $250,000. This is Mousesports' first major champions and more than a year after completely changing their lineup. The grand final saw their win against NC with a dominant 2-0. A Diablo 2 remaster is not possible as said by the Diablo creators Max Schiffer, Eric Schiffer, and David Brevik. They said that they lost the entire source code of the game as well as all of their assets. Eric Schiffer said that they were supposed to have a backup, however, they neglected to do so. The team was able to finish the game by adding parts from different builds and sections that they had at home. If Blizzard would want a remake, they would have to do everything from scratch, which is unlikely. Presenting today's daily deal, so what we have for you are the great games, starting with a free game, which is a charming but brutal real-time tactics where we to Bad North. For our price drop games, what we have are the puzzle adventure The Witness, post-apocalyptic game Metro Exodus, and the action FPS Top Lenses The Division 2. The game with the best discount right now is the Soul Calibur 6. Get to enjoy these deals by visiting our daily deals page on ALLKEYSHOP'S.com.